Hello Internet, this is jaycalarts. Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'll be doing an episode of Let's Draw. And Let's Draw is essentially a series where I draw characters or a character or a drawing in general and explain the thought process and inspirations behind the drawing. So today's Let's Draw episode is inspired by the Velma series that got released recently and received basically backlash from the entire internet. So I'm going to be basically doing a constructive thing and creating a new IP instead of wherever Velma was supposed to be, and kind of keep the same concept of a ghost hunting mystery show, and then talk about my general feelings towards blackwashing and the rage babies on the internet. So in this hypothetical show idea, I have a trio of characters that I'll be showcasing in the speed paint who you can say are the main characters of this hypothetical show, and we'll be starting off with the main character, and her name is Afifa. Afifa has the ability to see Djinn. Djinn are spirit creatures from Arabian mythology, and therefore I am not Arabic or Muslim, so if there's anybody who fits those two categories, you can inform me about the Djinn further in the comment section and correct me if I'm wrong about something. But Djinn are essentially spirit-like creatures akin to ghosts. The word ghoul that we've heard used in the West is actually derived from an Arabic word, ghoul. And again, if you're Arabic, please let me know if I'm saying it wrong and have the pronunciation right in the comment section. I went on a tangent about the Djinn and Afifa's ability to see them because in this hypothetical show pitch, I wanted to basically portray the idea of Afifa being an exorcist of sorts, going to homes and public areas infected with Djinn and clearing them out. While she's willing as a character in my eye to be diplomatic with the Djinn, she's not above battle, which we'll get to later in the video. And basically, I just wanted to pitch this concept of Arabian mythology meets Luigi's Mansion. So I'll be showing some pictures of, references I based Afifa's look on. So I tried to find good pictures of Afro-Arab females to base her face and hairstyle on. And I also wanted to basically have her wear a dress that is native to the Muslim world, and I tailored it in some ways, like basically have the dress be a little shorter and not hang all the way down to the floor where you can see her feet. And I also have her wearing a headlight essentially on the top of her head, basically to really give, the adventurer vibes. And I just want her to look like a calm, reasonable, yet, thrill-seeking adventurer. That's the type of vibes I wanted to go for here. So here is my personal hot take on black and brown washing and how it related to creating this video. So I don't think there's nothing inherently wrong with black or brown washing a white fictional IP character, because white people have plenty of representation, especially in the West, and black and brown people are still not represented enough. We're underrepresented. So that's kind of the purpose of this, and I don't see any black or brown people being malicious and hating the original white character design. So white people, you can put your white replacement anxiety away. Anyway, I personally don't think black or brown washing is the way to go for representation, because we don't have original black and brown IPs, especially those that are based in black and brown cultures. And so we're just being the black or brown versions of white characters, which I think kind of sucks. And so that's why I created this video, to create, original non-white IPs. And honestly, I'm tired of these racist F words all over the internet, rage baiting over this type of stuff, y'all. So on to the second character of the trio of characters for this video, and I'm going to give him the placeholder name for Ibrahim, because to be frank, y'all, I'm not really 100% on any of the names for my characters right now. I'm so bad at coming up with names for characters and sticking with them. Ibrahim is a Ifrit, and as far as I can tell from research, Ifrit are winged Djinn, or Djinn with wings. Now, you see the Ifrit commonly depicted to be associated with fire, or the element of fire in fiction and fantasy, but these are non-Arabic people, so if you are Arabic or Muslim, comment down below what the Ifrit exactly is, or if those depictions are correct. But that is the type of Djinn that Ibrahim is, and he is the first Djinn that Afifa meets in the journey and joins along with Afifa in her adventures of clearing out infested homes and public places. I see Ibrahim being the cool bad guy type of character, you know, those cool I'm really tough type of dudes who put up a wall to protect themselves from any type of very sensitive feelings they have about a certain thing. And I see Ibrahim being that type of character. I imagine him as a Djinn being himself shunned or exorcised out of multiple different places that he would call home. And from all the experiences of being shunned away and effectively kicked out of his homes, he gained this type of cool bad boy persona to deal with those feelings. And I see Afifa learning that side of him in their journeys and actually forming a close friendship with him. So Ibrahim's design essentially is meant to give off the same cool bad boy energy that I described in this personality earlier. And so he's basically rocking a maroon, red, and gold color scheme. He wears a open, red vest with, maroon wings, his maroon wings that he uses to fly as an Ifrit, tucked back to make it look like a cape. That's the only reason for that design decision. Dark maroon shalwars, which are the pants that you see Middle Eastern men wear in fantasy movies for the most part. A golden stash and golden shoes. And I have him take more of a human appearance because compared to the Ifrit designs I've seen online, they tend to look very otherworldly. So I wanted him to be more, typical looking as an Arab man. You know the genie lamp that Afifa holds in her right hand in the design that I showed of her earlier? So I basically see her using that as a means of transporting Ibrahim and the second Djinn character around, because Djinn are spirits once again, so nobody else can see them but her. And also it's very unsettling to have, spirits constantly watching you in every move you make. And so I see her basically, putting them in the genie lamp whenever she goes around and goes about her daily life, publicly. And also the possibility that someone else might see the Djinn since Afifa can. So that's just a little mechanic, I guess, that I have planned, and how she, handles Ibrahim and the second Djinn character. And I also see Ibrahim and the second Djinn essentially being like her, bodyguards, because she herself doesn't do any fighting, and she, relies on Ibrahim and the second Djinn character to basically physically protect her and ward off Djinn if it has to come to altercation. So we're finally at the final character of the trio and the second Djinn character, who I'll call Hassan. And yeah, that's still a code name as well, because like I said earlier, I'm bad with naming my characters. Sorry, y'all. Hassan is half married, half human, and married, for those who don't know, is a type of Djinn that essentially are like the genie from Aladdin that are very huge. And yes, it's also possible for Djinn to mate and procreate with humans as well, and I'll just link the resources down in the description so you can find out yourself. But once I've learned about these type of things, I wanted to make this type of character of like mixed human and spiritual heritage. Whereas Ibrahim is fully undetectable as a full Djinn, besides Afifa being able to see him, Hassan, on the other hand, can take physical form, and basically has a physical form and a spiritual form. It can switch between the two, realms of, humanity and the spirit realm. And basically, I don't know how half human, half Djinn work in original Middle Eastern mythology, so you can inform me if you want to, if you're knowledgeable on that subject, but I'm going to take a creative liberty here. I see Hassan take a life of piracy, or being a pirate, which still exists in modern day, by the way. I see him being a pirate because that's the only profession that will basically accept him as a half human, half spirit, as he's been rejected by both humanity and the Djinn world for his mixed heritage. And I see him essentially meeting Afifa and realizing that she has no problems with him the way he is and accepting him for, you know, being the biracial, or what would you call half human, half spirits. So I have Hassan in typical pirate gear. You know, I'll show some references on screen for what I base his outfit on, but he's wearing a typical, you know, pirate costume, but with a blue color scheme to match with the fact that he is a Merid, who from research I've seen to be mostly blue, like pictures of Merid, I've seen them mostly be blue and also affiliated with the element of water. So he has water powers to contrast with Ibrahim's flame powers. And yeah, he's just, you know, a typical pirate looking type of dude. If you made it this far, I'll leave on this final note. An underlying inspiration for the art of this video is I remember watching one of Mudahar or Some Ordinary Gamers videos, and he covered Arabic ghost hunters, and it shocked me because I didn't know people in the Middle East had essentially the idea of ghost hunting, you know, present there. And I wanted to basically make art around this concept that I've been sitting on this for a while. And so I'm finally glad I was able to do a video where I can basically expound on it. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Do your cartoon hyena a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.